This is the homework helper for 7th grade, Chapter 2, Section 1, Integers. So as you can see, questions 1 and 2, they're asking you to do the same thing. They're asking us to graph the integer and its opposite on the number line. So let's go ahead and do number 1. You'll approach number 2 in much the same way. They're asking us to start off and plot 8 on the number line. Well, that's easy enough because 8 is directly on this number line as drawn. As we can see, point that represents 8 is right here on the number line. Remember, its opposite is the same number of spaces away from 0, but in the opposite direction. So this is 8 away from 0 to the right. The number that's 8 away from 0 to the left would then be its opposite. So here is -8, which is its opposite. Okay, in the second section there, questions 3 through 6, you're being asked to compare the integers, and we're supposed to use less than or greater than. So what you have to remember is looking at a number line, and we'll use this number line that's up here already for question 1. The further we are to the right on the number line, the bigger the number is. The further away to the left on the number line, the smaller the number is. So here where they're asking me to compare -15 and -7, -7 would be right here. -15 would be off the chart even to the left here. Well, since this one is further to the right, it's the larger number. So I'm actually going to fill this one in with less than. Remember, the alligator eats the bigger number. -15 is less than -7. And you're going to approach 4, 5, and 6 in the same way. Notice in number 4, though, they've actually made it really easy for you because they're comparing a positive and a negative. Well, any positive number is always bigger than any negative number. So when we compare 8 and -8, 8 has to be bigger than -8. And of course, the same would be true for 0 compared to any negative number. 0 is always bigger than any negative number. In 7 through 10, they're asking us the same thing here for all of these. They're asking us to use a number line to order the integers from least to greatest. So let's go ahead and take a look at number 8. You'll approach 7 and 9 and 10 in the same directions. So with number 8 here, the first number they're asking us to plot is -6. Well, as you can see, that's right on my number line there. There's -6. And the second number, 8, well, that's easy enough to plot because that's also right on my number line. 8's way out here to the right. And then here's 0, but that, again, very simple to plot because it's right on the number line. There's 0. And then they're asking me to plot 4. Well, again, that's right on my number line, so there's 4. And then finally I'm asked to plot -2. But again, much like the other 4 numbers, right on the number line, there's -2. And so now I have my numbers plotted. So now when they're asking me to put them in order from least to greatest, I'm just writing down the order in which I see the marks that I've made on my number line. So that's going to be -6, -2, 0, 4, and 8. And the only thing you want to watch out for in a question like this is to make sure they're not going to mess with your head a little bit and ask you anything about greatest to least. If they did, we would go from right to left. But since they're saying least to greatest, we go left to right.